So the Cordys platform itself, if you came to us for a cloud solution today, we actually partner with and host on Amazon and that stuff. So we do not directly with people. We do have a great example of where we did that.
Really? Okay, we got to
get one other partner.
Can we back the tape up? Did you really just say that?
Hey, John, set me up. Glenn's here with, he's got a pen in his pocket. But our vision is to get the entire ecosystem. That's not where Cordys plays, right? So out of the gate, and we actually have another product besides the bot platform, which is why the rack space in Amazon was the entree into this. That's where we had some existing infrastructure already. But what we do is we set a level above that for all the internal work. Now, a good example of a process like you're describing is in the UK. We've got a large organization that's looking at onboarding new employees. You think about, if I ask who started a new job in their career, I think we'll all raise our hand, right? And that first week or two when you go in is miserable. You've got to get a cell phone. You've got to get a new laptop. You've got to get access to the HR system, the leave request system. You've got to enroll in benefits. You've got to do all those things as an employee. And I don't know about you guys, I used to get a packet of paper. Now I get an email with 27 attachments, and it takes forever. What they're doing is they're looking at work, so it might include provisioning the desktop, right? It might include provisioning their security profile to access all those internal systems. That entire onboarding process, what they found is they can take the staff down dramatically within 2 days. They can automate what used to be a 2-week cycle. So yeah, you can take it down to that level of technology provisioning if you want to.
You're integrating with Active Directory, for example?
Yeah, you can do that from a security standpoint.
Yeah, so think of that middleware layer. That's where they play. And in the same way, you can use that middleware to do whatever you need to do to build apps, attach to apps, extend the functionality of apps. That's the layer. And the other guys are the guys who are providing the compute power underneath that.
One last question. Is it proprietary language?
So everything in the Cordys platform was developed around open standards. So when you come in there, if you actually see the code, when you get down under the covers, you're looking at Java, HTML, XML, all the stuff that you can easily find resources, which is why, like John said, if you need staff augmentation on the projects, we've got a lot of partners who are service partners, Fujitsu being one. There's a lot of people who have the skills, and we have a whole certification process in the Cordys platform, but you can also go out and find people that can really understand under the covers.
Other questions? There's a woman behind.
Oh, my name's Julie, and I just want to ask, John, sorry, I got a pile on you. A part of what Fujitsu does also is take the Cordys platform, and we can implement it in private cloud or public cloud, because Fujitsu is in the business of putting up dedicated cloud environments for customers. And I don't think it necessarily competes with you guys because we do manage hosting, but that is what Fujitsu got really excited about this strategic partnership with Cordys, is that it gives us that application development layer on top of Fujitsu's infrastructure layer. So it's a great partnership. I just wanted to add that.
There's a hand up over here.
Hi. The background of this question is we had a kind of a failed MDM experiment where we bought very expensive MDM software, and then the business people kind of rebelled against it, so it's temporarily shelved. But I think now I hear rumors that the business side is saying, "Oh, we're just going to do everything. We're going to move to the cloud, and we're going to get rid of the IT department." It's like a little civil war. And I'm just wondering, maybe John and anyone else wants to chime in. What percentage would you say of your IT department just repurposed onto other roles, and what percentage were laid off?
Let me actually throw a little answer, and you can think about your answer as well. I had a personal experience in the same realm. About 2 months ago, I was at an event like this where I was an attendee, and the company was in the data integration space, and I was sitting with some guys, we were chatting. It was up in Boston, and I asked them where they were from. They were from a very big insurance company. I said, "What department?" They said, "This guy was from IT, the other guy was from software development." I said, "So why are you here?" He said, "Well, because they came back." I said, "What do you mean they came back?" He said, "The business units came back." I said, "Well, what do you mean by that?" He said, "Well, 2 or 3 years ago, they all fled, and they went to Salesforce.com, and they went to here, and they went to there, all the SaaS cloud apps, thinking that if they did that, it was plug and play, and obviously a little bit easier than the old world, but they still have their complications. But they went off unilaterally. They said, IT, we'll call you when the systems go down." But what happened was, they realized that there's a lot of integration work and a lot of other work that needs to happen, customization and the rest, that led them back to you, basically. What's happened is that more and more IT organizations are trying to get ahead of that curve, so they don't unilaterally go off, and maybe you face that threat of losing your job while you're waiting for them to come back. In fact, they serve as advisors.